Hi, it's Mikexingchen. You know when you were little and you see a light bulb or you see a candle light and you just want to touch it, then your parents smack your hand and say, no, that burns. But then you go and touch it anyway because, I don't know, I guess we all love touching shiny things. And in this galaxy, there's nothing more shiny and luminous than, of course, the sun. And of course, in previous years, NASA has visited or sent probes to many extraordinary places in space, from neighboring planets to even comets and asteroids, but never has NASA ever considered visiting the sun. Until now. The sun is 93 million miles or 150 million kilometers away from Earth, and that's actually within arm's reach when comparing it to distances that some of NASA's probes, such as the Voyager 1, have ventured. The Voyager has actually left the solar system and is now 11.7 billion miles or 18.9 billion kilometers from Earth. But of course, we all know why a visitation to the sun was never really considered, because first of all, look what happened to Icarus. And secondly, just like a pizza fresh from the oven, it looks beautiful, you want to touch it, but it's just too hot to handle. The sun's corona alone, which is the aura of plasma that surrounds the sun, is around 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 553,000 degrees Celsius. The sun's core reaches temperatures of 27 million degrees Fahrenheit or 15 million degrees Celsius. The high pressure and temperature in the core allow atoms of hydrogen to be fused into helium, releasing gamma radiation. So yeah, the sun is pretty hot. But despite its temperature, NASA has finally given in to its inner child and decided to pay the sun a visit. Why? Because there are still many unanswered questions about the sun, and also it's bright and we want to touch it. Anyway, back to the unanswered questions. For example, one of the biggest questions to date is why the corona or atmosphere of the sun is hotter than the surface. So not only will the mission answer a few questions about the sun, it will also allow researchers to get up close and personal with the sun to see how it really works. It will even allow us to prevent future space threats like solar storms that have the ability to shut down electrical grids across the planet. These storms cause great damage, and one study even revealed that one storm can do up to $2 trillion in damages in the US alone. So at a press conference today, May 31st, NASA announced that it will launch its probe into the corona of the sun sometime between July 31st and August 19th of 2018. The probe, originally called the Solar Probe Plus spacecraft, has now been renamed the Parker Solar Probe after Eugene M. Parker, an American solar astrophysicist who has contributed greatly to our understanding of the sun. The mission will be groundbreaking in so many ways. First off, this mission will allow us to be 7 times closer to the sun than any other mission has previously gone, at a planned distance of 3.8 million miles or 6.1 million kilometers. It will mark the first time a human-built machine has ever touched the sun. The probe will repeatedly swoop through the corona, making up to 24 close approaches. It will be moving at 430,000 miles an hour, which is so fast that it's like flying from New York to Tokyo in less than a minute. And if you're wondering why NASA has taken 60 years to plan this mission, well, the materials that were needed for such a close encounter with the sun didn't exist until recent times. And in order for the probe to survive the visit, a heat shield has to be made. Parker's Solar Probe's heat shield was developed using NASA's research money to withstand not only the temperature of the sun, but also the temperature contrast from hot to cold to hot to cold because of the 24 orbits that the probe will make. Withstanding that kind of temperature difference is what makes the heat shield so amazing. Not only that, new solar panels were also developed to keep the space probe cool. Since the probe will be so close to the sun, the solar panels will only have to stick out their fingertips. Just that little bit alone will generate enough energy for the probe to run. Also, if any of you guys living in the States want to see the sun's corona for yourself, you'll be able to on Monday, August the 21st, where there will be a total solar eclipse. For those of you who don't know, a total solar eclipse is when the disk of the moon blocks out the last sliver of light from the sun and the sun's corona becomes visible. This is going to be an extremely rare sighting, so mark your calendars. Anyway, this mission of extremes will lead to a new era of exploration, and it's exciting to see what kind of new information the mission will provide for the safety and protection of our planet. Of course, it'd be really cool if the probe found a few sun aliens or Apollo living in there as well. Alright guys, let me know if you are excited about this mission in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you later.